In this vlog, I'm going to be putting to rest one of the most asked questions that I get every time I leave my home. And those questions are always about my hair. And the first question I always get about my hair is, do you even wash it? You see, the thing about dreadlocks, the way to keep them nice and tightly formed like so is you gotta keep them clean, man. You see, if you don't keep the dreadlocks clean, then they don't tangle up, they don't mangle up, and then it just makes things a lot more difficult. So it's actually a lot better if you do keep your locks clean. The cleaner you have them, the much more easier it is to knot. Another question I get asked very often is, do you wake up and just make them like that every morning? No, that's just fucking madness, bro. I mean, can you imagine waking up every single morning and twisting and locking your shit every single morning, dude? That is just insane. And for those of you who don't know, let me explain. So, there is 3 ways to make your hair, well, turn your hair into dreadlocks. Number 1 is free forming. And in free forming, you literally just don't do nothing to it. All you do is let it do what hair does, it knots. You come out of the shower, don't comb your hair, and it will knot. It will free form, that's what it's called, free form itself into locks. That's one way. The other way to turn your hair into locks, I already explained the free forming. The second way to do it is how, well, I did it, which is basically crocheting it, lock and twisting. There's actually their own ways, they're like their own forms of doing it, but we literally just kind of did everything together. That's another way to do it. Like, you literally just get strands of hair, twist, you knot it, you literally tie knots on each strand of hair. And then what you can also do to make things a lot more easier is to get a comb and just kind of like tease, as they call it. And then we also went in with the crocheting. If you're familiar with crocheting, or if you're not, it's like this needly looking tool that people who sew use to make stuff. You can also use it to maintain your dreadlocks. And the third way to make your hair, or turn your hair into dreadlocks, and this one's completely new to me. I just found out about it like about a month or so ago from this guy who was serving my taco at his gas station. Shout out to that guy. He mentioned this machine that you can literally just get strands of your hair. I don't know if you're supposed to do the second step first, where you just kind of like tangle it yourself and then stick it in there and it makes it official, or you just stick their strands of hair in it. I'm not sure, but that is just so crazy. It's so crazy to me. If I would have maybe have found out about that way sooner, I would have tried it. It just sounds easier to me, or the way he made it sound like sounded way easier. But those are 3 ways to tangle or lock your hair. And the other question that I also get asked about my hair is, where did you get them done? So I got my hair done by this old acquaintance of mine who wanted to try doing locks, and I was just like, she just came up with the idea, or came up to me with the idea, I mean, and she was just like, I want to do locks, I know you want locks, you want to try it out? And I'm just like, fuck yeah, man. And so we went at it, and she quickly realized that dreadlocks were way too much work, and it just took up way too much time, and she just realized that dreadlocks were just not meant for her. And I ended up the first and only small little project of this acquaintance of mine, and thus years later, here they are. The other question that I get asked about my hair is, isn't dreadlocks just for black people? And the answer to that question is no. Dreadlocks is not a one race thing. If you are a human being, doesn't matter what color of your skin, if you're a human being and you have long hair and you just stop combing it, you stop doing the thing with the gel and whatnot, if you stop completely combing it, it will, and I repeat, it will completely 100% lock up. It does not matter what color your skin is, your hair will lock if you have the hair. Yes, there is some cultures where dreadlocks represent some religious belief of some sort when it comes to certain cultures, but when it comes right down to it, it's just hair. Once again, it does not matter what race you are. As long as you have long hair, you can lock your hair. Now, one of the last questions that I get about my hair is, can we touch it? Or can I touch it? The amount of people that have actually touched my hair and were just like, you know, just thought it was, I mean, it's fine, because they usually ask. They always ask, which I appreciate, by the way, because it would be kind of fucking weird to just come walked up to me and just kind of like, you know what I mean? Well, that completely covers all the questions that everybody usually asks me about my hair. I once again, I thank everybody who actually asks me politely if they can, you know, touch the hair. But that's pretty much all the common questions that people ask me about my hair. The next time somebody asks me, I'm just gonna send it right to this video. But that covers that, guys. Thank you so much if you stuck around to the end. Hopefully this kind of, you know, this kind of does it. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and make sure to do the thing, boom, right over here, and catch you guys in the next one. But peace. I'm gonna keep drying my hair and crocheting it to keep it nice and neat. That's another thing. When you shower it, you gotta keep it nice and tight, or else it gets all messy. It has a mind of its own. Peace.